Okay, so here we are. We've got the last two groupings. The last page that's all envelopes and the last pages that are the cards. And I'm going to use this, sorry if my parents are loud. I'm going to make a little corner pocket here. I'm not using the flaps. I'm just going to keep it, well, I guess I could use flaps on this one because I do have a nice gusset here. So let's see what I've got here that's long enough. That's long enough. Alright, so let's see. We're going to do 1/2 inch, and let's do, well, so one of them is going to be a little shorter than the other. I'm going to cut right down the middle of those two score lines. That gives me two pretty good sized ones. Just folded this. Okay. Now I'm just going to glue these on and then I'm going to cut them back. Alright. Let me make sure, because I've got this cut the way I want to use it. There we go. Okay, so it's going to go on this way. There. Well, that one almost wasn't long enough, but it is, so not to worry. Not to worry. Got my husband in watching a movie and my folks downstairs watching baseball, so I am all yours. All yours. Until they decide to go to bed. Then I'm not yours anymore. Okay, I'm just going to put glue. I'm just going to put this right up to this. And give me just a second. Alright, so now I've got this pocket, and I'm going to put the right side to the wrong side of the envelope. And I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac. Oh my goodness. We have been so hot here. Holy Toledo. Like, open the door and it will just slap you in the face hot. We live in Florida, so humidity has been horrible, and whew, it's been very bad, and I don't like heat at all. Don't like it at all. So yeah, so I've been doing a lot of crafting, a lot of organizing, working in the house, that kind of stuff, because I don't get out much. Okay. So I'm going to get my little scissors in here. I'm going to try and go straight up so that it's, get that little bit out of here. There. So it's just somewhat full. It doesn't look like it's just kind of cut off funky. All right. And then we're going to, no, I don't think I did not ink this one. This was an afterthought, or a before thought when I got on here, I don't know, but it's actually upside down, but I wanted to try and get some of this darker pink, and so I just figure that it's going to work out. The musical notes could be the men's side of the musical notes, the lower notes. I don't know. I think if you're not used to reading music, it's not going to look upside down to you. I have a fairly nice singing voice for church. I don't have one of those voices that you could go and do much else with. It's okay for church. Be in the choir, that kind of thing. Okay, so that is ready. And we're going to glue this on. This one's already on. So let's get this here. So this is the first page of the envelope. Got this up at the top. I'm getting ready to have to fill my bottle up again. I go through this stuff very quickly. There we go. And then we're gonna put this here. And there's our pocket. Oh, we're looking so pretty. And I was talking to you about decorating. Now, when I'm doing this, you know, the first parts that I do is just kind of the laces and the you know, maybe some of the decorations that I'm going to do with paper and things like that. Just glue this on. And then if I haven't already, I go back through, because I know at some points I've pulled out some of the stickers and stuff, which would be the ephemera that came with the collection. And there's a nice little pocket. Glue this side on. And once I get all the paper on, then I go back through again and I look at what I've got left what room I have. You know, because some things you just say, oh, you know what, that is going to look perfect there. I got to pull that out because you know that's something you want it to go right there. It just speaks to you, or it's screaming at you. And so there we go. Flip her over. This is a thinner page, so this one doesn't feel as thick as the other one. The other one is all cardstock. And because this is a thinner page, you want to kind of back off of the glue just a little bit as far as, you know, try not to make it quite as thick. And you want to really kind of flatten that glue down so you don't see where that glue is. You really want to spread it out. That's really important. There you go. Now I still haven't gotten these pieces in parts. Let's see, when's the last time I used that? Okay, I think that's... Okay, so it's been a little while. I don't know why I thought I had this. Oh, because I was looking at what I was going to do for the cover. That's why I had that out. Alright. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Okay. And then once we are done with everything, that needs some more glue, I guess. There we go. Okay. Once we finish everything, I'll come back and do those. Okay, and then we're going to glue this just on the top and the bottom, just as close to the edge. As we can. Again, I'm just kind of laying it on there, and then I'm going to get harder as I know that it's drying. So I'll flip this over now. There we go. Now we've got a nice little pocket there. We'll give it a little bit longer before we really start. Oops. Okay, I need to add a little more glue to that. Okay, I'm just going to flip that over. Okay, then here is that last little piece of ribbon. And I guess I had thought, I think I liked it over here. So it brings this darker pink color over here. And then probably you know, I'll probably pick something out that's got the blue in it to I can use this. This has got a little bit of the blue in it, and I can have that centered. As long as you don't get things over in the center, in between the two pages, close down to the folds, you're going to be better off. But this can be a little tuck here, and that brings in a little bit of blue. Let me see if there's something. Here's a little bit more blue, and it has the flowers on it. The same color, really, that we're bringing in with this. Let's see what else I got. See what else I got. Nothing really large enough at this point. So it's between that and this, and I actually find this to be a little more stylish than the bike here. So I will use this bike, but I just think I like this one better. So, and I am going to, let's go ahead and glue this one down. Oh, I didn't do the sides on this one. Okay, and yeah, okay. Did I do it on this? I can't tell, so probably not. No, I don't think I did. Wow, I must have totally missed this page. And this paper is so thin. Okay, so I'm first going to, and this one I'm going to glue solidly down. I'm not going to leave it to put a picture underneath it. You'll be able to put the picture over it. Alright, so we're going to get there we go. Little tidbit there. Make sure it's nice and straight. Or you can put tape down if you don't want to glue it. Okay. There we go. Alright, well, let's get these two glued down now. Moving right along. So this album is pretty quick to go together. Pretty quick to go together. Okay. And this. So much for not getting too much glue on there. That was kind of a a lot up top there. Okay. There we go. Alrighty. And then we've got I've done that one. I'll come back and get the this piece on there. I almost forgot about it, but I didn't. I heard somebody yelling at me. Don't flip the page, you haven't done that thingy yet. You haven't put the thingy on there. Thank you, whoever was that said that, because I heard you. Oh, for heaven's sakes, I can't get that bottle to stand up straight. Let's see. There we go. That is a pretty cream color. I'm so happy that I found that paper. Okay, yes, this has been done as well. Alright, let's see, I think we'll do it this way. And when you start getting towards the bottom, you also want to make sure that you're going to have the ability to press these things down nicely, because they're gonna be, you know, way up off the ground to rub. So you don't want to bend it. So flip it back over on itself and push it down so you don't bend them and or rip them. Okay, let me get this one. See, I thought about doing that because I've already got that on something else. But I have a clock in here, or a round, yeah, I've got a clock in here. So I think where that clock, where the clock is on the pocket page, I'm probably gonna put like this in the center of it. And then I'll put this somewhere else. So there'll be a clock in a couple of different spots. Alright, let's get the rest of these things glued down here. Oh. Left it, I guess, just a little bit too long, but we're doing good. All right. Here we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Let's see. This is not very exciting. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to glue this one. I've got to do the edges around this. I see I missed that. Let's see what this is. This, I put this one, this is going to go here. So that's nothing. Let's see what this is. I've got a little pocket. I just had just enough, and I folded over the edges just about 1/4 inch. And I'm going to line it up on the outside edge of the card. And I believe I decided I was going to use This is some of the cards, but I'm going to use that as my top part, and then I'm going to use this as the bottom part, and this in the center, still leaving a little border. Isn't that cute? And then that's just going to be glued on this, and then I'm going to use this with this pocket, and I'm just going to cut you know, just going to cut the center out of that, and then that's going to bring some pink from this paper down here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get that done off camera, and then I'll come back and show you what I'm going to do on the inside, front, and back cover. Okay, so this to me is kind of sort of my most favorite part of doing the books is decorating. And although I like designing, I really do like designing. I mean, this one, you know, kind of the configuration that I put all of this together is, I think, kind of cool. And then I've got the pocket pull out here, and so you get a big bang for the space. And hopefully, like this, I'm thinking journal. And I think on the other one, I did the same thing on here, is I'm thinking journaling. So that it's not quite as thick as it will be if you put pictures in all of it. So anyway, there we go. This needs to get trimmed up here, I see. Now I have my front, back, and side covers already pulled out and cut, and we'll go over those later, but I have them pulled out and cut, so everything, all the paper I have left is usable. And then the only other thing I don't have is inside, front, and back covers. So that is kind of what I'm going to do next. Now this is a piece that I had, just a scrap piece that I had, but the color is somewhat close, so I put that out, and I have this little piece. So I have those two, which I probably will do something in the book with those. And then I have 4 envelopes. I left 3 envelopes and 3 cards in that pack, so I could still go and get them, but I'm going to try. And I also have a piece of 12 by 12 if I need to. I probably would break open the 12 by 12 before I would do another card, I think, because that way I can use those for regular cards and envelopes. This is a half of a card, so I've cut it off. So I have that piece, and then I have 4 of these. Now I have an idea of an element that I want to put on the back, and I think for that I'm probably going to use 2 cards. So that's going to be in the back, and in the front I am not sure what I'm going to do in the front yet. But more than likely, it will probably have one card in it. And then, see, this is 7. So it would be 3.5 by 5. So those would actually make pretty good little booklets if I were to cut this in half. Or I can cut 3/4 off this and 3/4 off this and make a booklet. And that would be 4.25 by 6.25. So yeah, so there's that. And then this partial sheet, I was thinking that I probably would do the same thing with this. And then you would have a front and back piece, and you'd be able to slide that into one of the pockets. I haven't done it yet, but I do have these, which, you know, the Hello Gorgeous is the name of the book. That's what I'm calling it, Hello Gorgeous. But, you know, most of these are pretty small, but you lost here because you have this piece. So that's why these are pretty short. These are regular size. This is regular size up here. And then this piece, if you add what's pulled down here, if you add that to this, they would be regular size as well. So, and again, I'm not super thrilled with the Paris stuff, but it's okay. So I'm going to cut these things out, and I will probably leave this as one card. I don't know. Or maybe this is one card. Let's see, is that going to be... Let's see, that's 7. Yeah, so I might leave this as one card and do something different with that. Maybe fold it over. I don't know. Actually, I wonder if I just kept that whole strip. I might come up with something kind of cool for that whole strip. Yeah. And then I might do the same thing with this one, and then I'm going to cut these 3 apart, and then I'll have this strip as well, because this is, I love this. This has got like all the elements in it, super cool. So this strip I will use. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll try and come up with something cool to do with these 2 here. Anyway, so where I'm standing with these, I'm going to cut these down to 4, let's see, 6.25 by 4.25. And so this one will be a booklet, and this one will just be a tag that can fit in one of the pockets. So let me do that. Huh. I'm going to have to open my there's my other pencil. I have been looking for that puppy everywhere. Oh my goodness gracious. I tell ya. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, now it's gonna fit very nicely. Very nicely. So let's do 6 1/4 again. And 4 1/4. Okay, and then this is a booklet that I will decorate the front and probably leave the other parts just to put a picture on. So this is cut down a little bit. That's me and my girlfriend Laurel. Hi Laurel. She's probably gonna shoot me for showing you her photo on national YouTube. Okay, so I've got those two, so those are ready to decorate. This, I think I'm just gonna glue this down and just have 1, 2, 3 pictures, you know, 3 spaces for pictures. And I think that's just gonna be glued down. But I'm still gonna have to cover this in some paper. Let's see. I think I kind of decided. Do I like this one? No, a little too busy. I think I kind of liked this one here. And then when you put that, you're just going to get just the trimmings around, and I think that's going to look nice here, and you've got it here. Okay. So, let's get my long lost pencil. And make a mark. And make a mark. Okay. Let me get this cut. Let's see. Take the little flap end off of it. Mark for here. Oh, no can do. My mark for here. And we're gonna cut to about here. Sorry, I'm talking and you guys aren't being able to see what I'm doing. Can't see what I'm doing, but I'm still doing it. There we go. I'm still doing it. All right, that's perfect. Now I am going to, and then I will just kind of getting the edges. Okay. Okay, so that's that. And then I'm going to decorate this. And the back is going to get glued down. So I'm going to take this and we're going to work on it. And I have to figure out if I want it open this way or do I want it to open this way. Do I want it closed or... What to do? Huh. Excuse me. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Well, oh my. If I were to take one of these pieces and parts here, let's see. What pray tell do I have? No, those are all going to be too small, and there's not going to be enough room to really adhere it. So I think I'm going to just leave it. It's pretty well sealed the way, because of the way they have done the cards. By the way, if you ever want to get a card to truly close nicely and you can't seem to do it burnishing it, run it through your your die cutting machine. You'll get a good fold on it. Just saying. Okay, so I'm just trying to think if I want to seal this, but I don't think I do. Now, what paper? I have the polka dotted paper. What paper do I want? And I've got lots of strips. Holy Hannah, do I have lots of strips. What about this? That's not really going the right way. But what about something like that? And use up some of these strips. I've got a boatload of strips of paper. Boatloads. Let's see. It's got the pink and white. It's got this paper in the front. So this would look nice. I like this. I just don't want to be turning it this way. Although once you put a picture on it, you won't know top from bottom, right to left, but the person that is buying it or whatever is totally going to know when they first open it up. Oh, well, they've got that going that way. Yeah, so let's see. Let's see if I can find something that I like. Something that I like that will work very nicely. There's more of that. I wonder if that would be easier to do some matching up with. And then finding something that's long enough too, without piecemealing too many things together. Huh. Or if we go back to this, and do this here, and then do a bit of this on the top and a bit of this on the bottom. I do believe I like that pretty well. All right, so we've got that one figured out. Okay, and then we're just gonna leave, well, we might do some strips. In fact, what I might do, because I love this so much, although I will be putting another one on the back. So this will bring, I'll use this one on the back. I might just put a strip there. And then your picture, you know, will go on that, and it'll just give you a little bit of a nice border to work with. Yeah, I have this cut down, but you know, 4x6 is gonna be about to there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I don't know what I did with my other picture. I put it somewhere. I did, I put it somewhere, but who knows? Who knows? It's okay. I don't know if I like that or not, but at least I'm going to get the front of this covered, and then I'm just going to leave the rest until I figure out what I'm going to do with everything else. So let's find the center. Let's get this cut first. That's probably the first thing to do. Get it right where I want it. And make a mark. Now when I'm making a mark, I'm actually marking it right along the outside edge. And then I take at the cutter, I line this up about 1/8 of an inch inside this line and cut. That's how I do it. Everybody does it differently, and I tell you, everybody's cutter has a learning curve. So you gotta make sure that you are learning your cutter. Okay. And that is good right there. And now, get my little, let me just see here. Yep, we're good right there. So let's see where we're gonna put this. I'm gonna have a little bit of paper showing. Oops. So I'm gonna put this here and this here, and then I'm gonna do the same thing here. This here, did I get that right? And right on there, and this here. Okay. There's one. this measured properly. Oh, that was not good. That was not good. I did not cut that straight at all. Daggum. Let me see. Dang it. All right. Let me go ahead and glue these. Oh, for heaven's sakes, come here. Okay. I'll put this one down first. Okay, there's that. This is thinner paper. Gotta be careful. Okay, let me make sure I got this. Okay, so this is correct. Remember, this is thinner paper, so you want to make sure you kind of lighter on the glue. Okay. There we go. Bring it over just a little bit more. Voila. Okay, and now that, look how awful that is. I could line it up there, line it up there. Ah! Okay, so this is my straight side. And this needs to be a little shorter than it is. So I need to take off just a smidge off of that. But then, okay, so for this kind of tiny cutting, it's just as easy to work with this. And that took off probably just enough. Okay, and now okay, let's see. No, I still need to take off some more. It is not straight. Need to take off a little bit more. This side is straight, and this side is not. Okay. Now let me see. Well, that is pretty close. If if I go to do it again, I'll probably take off more than I want. So I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna give it a little heavier hand on the frayed burlap, so it gives more of an illusion that I have the solid paper showing through. So there's another little trick that kinda sorta hides bad stuff. Kinda sorta hides bad stuff. And the darkest part I'm putting at the bottom because that's where I'm going to have the least amount of the craft paper showing through. Okay. There you go. Oh, how pretty. I love that. I love that. Now, we're going to glue him in the center. And that is really pretty. Put my pencil away so I can find it. Put my little ruler away. Okay, so let's... Do I want to do it this way? Well, I got no choice. I thought I had it, the card flipped the other way. There we go. Pretty much centered. Pretty much centered. There we go. Now that is ready for the inside front cover. And again, if I go to want to decorate the inside, I'm going to wait and see what I have left. So let's get this down. And then we'll move to the back cover. Okay. I put a lot of glue on this, and I'm just kind of pushing softly right at the moment because I don't want to ooze it all out. Center, I'm pushing a little harder. And then I'm going to start getting a little more firm around the edges. There we go. Yay! I love it. Good. Okay, now back. I have 2 sets of cards I'm going to work with on the back. And let's see. Let's see, what are we going to work with? Do I have a piece of this? I don't think this is large enough. Not nearly. I mean, almost, but not quite. So, I might, this is the other side of this page. I need something back here, and I don't think I have any chunks, pieces that are large enough for that. Not enough chunks or pieces large enough. Where is... I do have this pink that I could do, and that would look cute with this. And then there would be my cards. On there. Okay, and when I cut the 3/4 of an inch off the sides of my other envelopes, I ended up with these strips, and I'm going to use these. These shorter ones are too short, but so did I decide on this? I think I did. So let me, get my pencil, make my marks so I know when to cut this. And that's not going to worry me too much. Okay. This cut into here is not going to worry me too much because the majority of it's going to get covered. So, not really gonna, no matter how I do it though, it's gonna be, but it'll get covered. So, let me get this cut. Alright, let's see how this fits. Oh, I need to take, no, that's, looks pretty good. I'm trying to, I'm going to take a smidge, just a smidge. I love this cutter. Just took a smidge off. And I think I'll put this cut down at the bottom, or maybe it'll be less noticeable. There, and I like that fit a lot better. It doesn't go quite into the indentation here. Alright, so we're gonna have this page. I need two strips. Okay, so I got this and this, look good, yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna take one of these. It should be, oh no, this one, okay. I cut the sides wrong. I cut the sides first instead of, let me take a little teeny strip off of this, edge off of this. There we go. There she blows. Okay, and then I need this, and I'm gonna make, let's see, so I'm gonna put it right about here. So it's 3/4 of a length, and I'm doing it at 3/8. And this one you're going to want pretty close to being right, straight anyway. It doesn't have to be, they don't have to match up, but you want them pretty straight. Okay, so I have this card and I have this card, and I'm going to want to glue these two ends together using this. So I'm going to put the card so it's opened up, the opening up, and I'm going to glue one side of this and I'm going to put it right against the edge. And it's the same length because it's the card. So that part's easy. And then you just want to make sure it's right at the edge. Get that to dry well. And then we're going to take the second card with the opening up, and we're going to attach it to the other side of this little strip. So the only thing that's getting glued is our little strip here. Remember, this end opening is up and this opening is up. Adding glue. I got a little bit off my flap because I don't want to glue my flap closed. And then I'm just going to line these up and make sure they're all just matching up. Okay. And then open it up and give it a little burnish. There we go. And then we're going to have it open up like that and open up like that. So that's going to give us another 4 and 3, so another 7 picture spots. And then that's going to get glued down to this. And these I am going to figure something out, probably tie them. Probably tie. Let's see, what do I have? Probably, I wonder, let me go back to the back page. This is the blue ribbon that I'm using. So I've got it on the front cover, and I haven't really used it in the book yet. Let's see, how is that? I think that's okay. Actually, I think that's okay, but I think I also have just some seam binding that is kind of just a cream color. So let me look at that first and see. I'll be right back. Okay, I found Snug Hug. This is cream colored. So I'm going to lay this across here and make sure I have enough to tie. Okay. I think I need a little bit more here. I don't want to shorten myself and then be sorry afterwards. So that ought to do it. That ought to do it. Okay. So I'm going to center this on the back of the card. Let me find the center of this. Okay. I'm just going to eyeball and lay it. Oops. Let's see. I am so not good at eyeballing this. So it's going to be right here. Alrighty. There we go. Okay. So now I've got what I'm going to close this with. And we've got, it'll go out like this. And then this will just open like that. So very cool. Now, let's see. Let me put some of these things away. Get so many things sticking out here. And what did I decide? I think I liked this. So this is going to be here. And this has got the blue. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with this. This is one of my favorites. Okay, put this aside for a moment. And we're going to get this marked up for cutting. And let's see, I like where that's, no I don't. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, I'm going to mark it right here and mark this. So we're gonna fake it. This is cut through here, but I want to mark it a 1/4 of an inch past that. So I'll be gluing that down, but it'll be covered up with something. We will make that happen. Let's see now. Let's see. That ought to work right up there. Sorry, guys. Okay. And we'll put something right up there so if it's easily seen, I'll put something, but it looks like it's going to glue up just perfectly because this cutter I have makes such refined non-jagged edge cuts. It's just amazing. I am so far I am thrilled with this. I had seen where people were saying that it would only cut one direction. Well, mine's cutting both directions because I'm being very careful to work it both directions to see how it's doing. The only problem I'm having so far with this is if I have a tiny piece. I can cut off tiny slivers, but if I have a tiny piece like this, or even a bit bigger, even if it's like, if it's smaller than 2 inches, I have a hard time with it on that cutter. then I need something different. So that's something to think about. It just makes it a bit harder because the metal plate is about an inch. So there's an inch that if you've got a piece that's smaller than an inch, you've got nothing, no measurements anywhere. So you just have to eyeball, which everybody here knows I'm not very good at. Let me see, which way is the penmanship? Not that it's huge, but definitely looks like it's this way. Which is, yes, which is better because then this is down at the bottom instead of being up at the top. And let's make sure I get a little bit of glue there and a little bit of glue there. Like doing a maze. It's amazing. All right. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, now, so there's 4, 5, 6 more that I need. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this aside for a moment, and I am going to create some more pages. So I pulled out these papers from a dictionary that I have, and the dictionary is all glued. Because normally I would like to pull, you know, if they have signatures, I would pull the signatures off and use them as whole pages. But this dictionary is glued. It's huge. It's about 4-inch spine, but it's all glued. So I am able to pretty carefully pull the pages out. And they're beautiful, and they have great pictures on them. There's the abacus, you know, so there's really cool stuff on these. This is the introduction to the English language and the dictionary. Woohoo! But anyway, so we're going to use my scraps on this to make some interesting papers that I'm going to use, because I have all of these scraps. All these scraps. Tiny pieces. Trying to get all the tiny pieces. This is basically useless. I also have all of these little pieces, but I think I'm going to save those for my tags, because that'll be about the right size for some of the smaller tags. So that's what we're going to do those with. Okay, let's get all these little pieces out. Anything that's large enough for a pocket or something, I'm kind of, that one I'm kind of leaving. But the rest of this stuff's all pretty small. There's that and that. Okay, so I'm just going to and I like when I do this I don't like using my art glitter. I like using my tacky glue. Oh boy, this is not coming off. There we go. Huh. Alrighty. Okay. So basically it's just starting with pieces and whatever side's a little more interesting. And not really putting a whole lot of thought. This glue is so thick. I need to add water to it, but then you gotta stir it up and stir it up and stir it up. Come on. Oh, for heaven's sakes. There. Come on. I got way too much to do to sit here with you. Okay. Main thing is to make sure you're going to get all the edges glued down. And you just start putting it down. Now I kind of use the lines to give me some straightness, and I'm noticing that I've got some pencil marks on some of these. And let's make sure. There we go. There's a pencil mark on this one. Okay. But you gotta always find interesting ways of using up your scraps. And if you have straight lines on your pieces, you can pretty much do this. If they're not straight, I would say skip them, because it will make it difficult, more difficult to, yeah, that's good. And I try not to leave myself, like, if I would have done this, then I would have had to have a piece exactly that length to fill in. So I don't want to do that. So you always got to kind of think, not so much what piece of paper you're grabbing, because I find if you overthink it, it's not as pretty as if you just do. Just think of where it's going, and that it's not going to leave you with something that's going to be not impossible, but really time consuming to fix. There you go. Let's make sure that we get the glue all the way to the ends and the sides. That's the only problem, that you got to make sure that you get there we go. Okay. A little line here to cut off. I don't think there was anything there. Oh, this is cute though. I like that. Yeah, I'm gonna use that side. And let's see, this flag's going this way, so maybe I'll do it this way. There, my husband got that. Yay! So you guys are seeing what I'm doing here. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this page out, then I'll come back and show you how I'm going to use it.